The reset theory. The conspiracy theory labeling. I think that now I am fully convinced that each and every major decision is a process of dialogue between the agents of parasites and the official governments. Any process we witness these days was previously scripted and allowed to be so by these parasitic structures. Parasitic paradigm makes us believe that we need to delegate our principal decisions to someone else, even in fact knowing that that someone is not competent enough, less educated, and so on. All that we are allowed to actually do is either regulated by the laws or simply prohibited by some institution. There is not much left in the field of so-called gray zones. Not much freedom left either. Remember the time when we used to freely breathe the fresh air? Now we mostly can't do it anymore. Even breathing is regulated. Free fresh water? Almost gone. Freedom of speech? Vanished. Now that most of the predictions of so-called conspiracy theorists came true, it seems that we should not intimidate these bright minds anymore. We should have let these folks govern us, lead us to a bright future. But the problem is far more vast than we thought. We do not decide anything, there is no democracy, and we are governed by the most stupid and incompetent leaders ever in the history of mankind. That's why the so-called elites need this great reset, and are willing to sacrifice us to favor the parasitic script makers. They gather to assign the roles and plan the implementation of the scripts, and they do it publicly to show the power is in their hands.
What history would say about this crisis?
They are not ashamed to brand the process openly, because they know the masters are pleased, so no one is against it. They made us create the monster that can replace us in the nearest future, so they can leave only the critical amount of us to continue using us as spare part donors without taking any risks. That's why we see what we see. That's why they call it a reset. This reset is all about us, not them. We tend to keep this pink pony planet stable, but it never existed in reality. It was an illusion, a bloody path tracing what these parasite creatures performed all these years.